Bonjour everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of France, uncovering 30 weird and fascinating facts that make this country truly unique. I can guarantee you don't know all of them. Let me know in the comments how many out of the 30 you knew before clicking on this video. So grab your berets and let's get started. Fact 1. First up, did you know that the French national anthem, La Marseillaise, has a full name that is rarely used? It's called Chant de guerre pour l'armée du Rhin, which translates to War Song for the Army of the Rhine. Fact 2. Now let's debunk a common myth. Despite popular belief, Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't extremely short. In fact, he was around 5 feet 6 inches, which was average for his time. Fact 3. How about this? The BNF, the National Library of France, doesn't actually have any physical books on its shelves. It stores digital copies, while the actual books are kept in a separate location. Fact 4. Ever wondered why the Eiffel Tower can grow taller in the summer? Well, it's due to the expansion of iron in the heat. The tower can expand and contract by up to 15 centimeters. Fact 5. French toast, a classic breakfast treat, isn't actually French. It dates back to ancient Rome, and the French call it pain perdu, meaning lost bread. Fact 6. Get ready for a time travel twist. France spans a whopping 12 time zones, the most of any country in the world, thanks to its overseas territories. Fact 7. Did you know that the Louvre Museum in Paris is so vast that if you spent just 30 seconds looking at each artwork, it would take over 3 months to see everything? Talk about an art lover's paradise. Fact 8. Let's talk aristocracy. The term blue blood to describe nobility originates from the visibility of blue veins in fair-skinned aristocrats, a unique way to distinguish the elite. Fact 9. France takes the crown when it comes to cheese consumption. The average French person devours about 57 pounds of cheese each year, making them the world's top cheese enthusiasts. Fact 10. And did you know that the Millau Viaduct in southern France is the tallest bridge in the world, standing at a staggering 1,125 feet? That's even taller than the Eiffel Tower. This were the first 10. How many did you already knew? Let me know in the comments. Let's go to round 2, Fact 11. In 1582, France, along with other Catholic countries, skipped 10 days to align the calendar with the solar year. This adjustment is known as the Gregorian calendar reform. However, there's a theory called the phantom time hypothesis, suggesting that these days never existed and the years 614 to 911 are fabricated. Fact 12. Despite being a hub for creativity and business, the French language lacks a native word for entrepreneur. French speakers often use the English term. Fact 13. France has produced more Nobel Prize in literature winners than any other country. The French literary tradition is rich and diverse, with renowned authors such as Albert Camus, Marcel Proust, and Jean-Paul Sartre among the laureates. Fact 14. The term French kiss is believed to have originated in the late 19th century when the French were considered more adventurous and passionate about romance and intimacy. Fact 15. Paris syndrome is a psychological disorder that mainly affects Japanese tourists who are disappointed by the gap between their romanticized expectations of Paris and the reality they experience during their visit. Fact 16. In the town of Parma, France, cats are considered cultural ambassadors. They are celebrated with a festival, and a cat museum showcases feline-related art and artifacts. Fact 17. In 2011, the French government banned ketchup in school cafeterias to preserve French culinary heritage. The idea was to protect traditional French sauces, but the ban allowed exceptions for certain dishes like French fries. Fact 18. The town of Conques in southern France doesn't have traditional street names. Instead, the houses are labeled with the names of saints and figures from the Bible. Fact 19. Grasse, in the Provence region, is considered the perfume capital of the world. It's home to numerous perfumeries and has been a center for the perfume industry since the 18th century. 20. In France, certain plastic surgeries, including nose jobs, are tax-deductible if they are deemed to improve a person's mental health. The logic is that enhancing one's appearance can positively impact their well-being. This was round 2. We have one round remaining. Fact 21. In the town of Rocamadour, there is an annual event called the Cabezada, where people compete by rolling a wheel of cheese down a hill. Participants chase the cheese, and the first one to cross the finish line wins the cheese. Fact 22. In France, it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon. This law was put in place to protect the honor of the French emperor. Fact 23. The town of Castelmoron-d'Albret in southwestern France proudly claims to be the world's smallest town, with a population that sometimes drops to just 1 resident. Fact 24. At the Pantheon in Paris, there is a unique sundial that displays time in a revolutionary 10-hour clock system created during the French Revolution. Each hour had 100 minutes, and each minute had 100 seconds. Fact 25. Beyond Paris syndrome, there's a phenomenon specific to Japanese tourists who experience mental distress upon realizing that French locals might not be as friendly as they expected. Fact 26. The town of Epinal in northeastern France has a floating post office on the Moselle River. It serves boat dwellers and vacationers along the waterway. Fact 27. France is known for its love of roundabouts. In fact, there are more than 30,000 roundabouts across the country, making it the roundabout capital of the world. Fact 28. Toulouse, often called La Ville Rose, the Pink City, is also known as the graffiti capital of France. The city embraces street art, and many buildings are adorned with vibrant and creative murals. Fact 29. Clos Montmartre is a tiny vineyard located in the heart of Paris, in Montmartre. Despite its small size, it produces around 1,500 bottles of wine each year, and the wine is auctioned for charity. Fact 30. In the French village of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, there is a law that prohibits UFOs from landing in the area. The mayor implemented this law in the 1950s to protect the vineyards and wine production. These were all the crazy 30 facts of France. Comment your score in the comments down below. If you have more than 25 out of 30, you are for sure a France expert. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.